What is up, guys? Welcome back to another Warframe video. If you are new to my channel, I am an old Warframe veteran, as you could call it. I haven't played the game in over 5 years, and I've already made a video covering my whole returning process, but a lot of people have been asking for my feedback or like my experience with all the new things in the game. And so today I figured, why not go over all the Warframes? Obviously, there's been 5 years of new Warframes added to the game, and I also have my view on how the Warframes used to be back when I played. But before we hop into this, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications to see more Warframe content from me. I also cover horror games, and I'm going to be covering the new Battlefield game once it comes out. And I want to ask you guys for two things. Since I'm new and coming back, I want you to let me know what your favorite Warframe is right now and your least favorite Warframe, and maybe even tell me why they're your favorite or least favorite. And also let me know what other content you want to see my opinion on or me cover, since I am once again returning to the game after over 5 years. Okay, so let's hop right into this. As you can see, I have 57 out of the 80 Warframes. The biggest smack in the face since I've come back probably has to be the Ashe change. As you know, they changed his blade storm, and before, back in the day, I promise you, you can go look up an old video of the Ashe's old fort. It used to be way cooler. Now it seems kind of useless, so I don't really play Ashe that much. I could be wrong, but yeah, I just prefer how Ashe used to be. As you can see too, he was my most played Warframe. I used to play him a lot. I used to love Ashe, but with his new changes, not so much. I don't really play him at all anymore. Then we have Atlas. I remember Atlas used to be really bad back in the day, but now he seems pretty good since I've leveled up Atlas Prime. He seems a lot better than he used to be, at least. Then we have Banshee. I think she's a pretty good character overall. She is pretty squishy though, that's the only problem with her, but very good for certain content. She has like her niche picks, I guess you could say. Then we have Chroma. I remember he used to be super broken when he first came out, but I haven't got my hands on Chroma Prime, so I don't really know how he is nowadays. We also have Baruch. I haven't picked him up because he's locked behind Vox Solaris's like syndicate standing, which is a whole nother video I could make about. I absolutely hate that whole syndicate system. Then we have Ember. This is another change to her 4 that I think, in my opinion, was pretty bad. She used to have World of Fire where you could walk through the map and it would light everything on fire, but they've gotten rid of that. And I know her new kit's supposed to be like really synergistic, but I haven't touched her at all. I'm still trying to get Ember Prime and I haven't managed to get that. Then we have Equinox. Overall, a pretty decent character. Nothing too crazy about him in my opinion. I used to play him a lot, as you can see, and I managed to get Equinox Prime since I've come back. Once again, I think he's good for like speed leveling focus or like weapon XP if you know how to do it properly. And if you want a video on that, let me know and I can teach you guys. Then we have Excalibur and Excalibur Umbra. Now this might be a hot take, but I think Excalibur is probably one of the most boring characters in the game. That's all I have to say. We'll leave it at that. Then we have Frost Prime. As you can see, I used to play him a ton. He used to be the like go-to for defense and mobile defense missions, stuff like that back in the day, because we didn't have all these fancy frames before. But now that we do, Frost Prime is kind of irrelevant, I'm not gonna lie. Then we have Gara Prime. He's really fun. The only thing I don't like about him is that he requires a stat stick to play if you want to play him good, and you have to like make sure you're keeping up all his abilities and stuff. If you play Gara, you know what I mean by that. Then we have Garuda. She looks really cool, but very underwhelming. Maybe it's because I only played her in public matches. I know she's supposed to like be really good for like Steel Path or endgame stuff, but I have not bothered to do that with her. Then we have Gauss. Pretty fun character. Nothing too crazy, I would say, but he's fun, you know. He's just a fun character. Grendel, haven't bothered getting. He looks very uninteresting, very not fun. Then we have Harrow. I really enjoy the look of Harrow, and I like his kit. The only thing is I'm waiting for Harrow Prime before I put anything into him, because Harrow Prime is supposed to be the next Warframe apparently. We have Hildren. I have her in the Foundry. I haven't played with her yet though, but I'll let you guys know what I think about her when I do manage to get some playtime with her. Then we have Hydroid. Absolute garbage. If you are new to the game, don't even bother building him. Anaros, the most boring brain dead character probably. He's just like a tank, so if you want to just like walk around the map and shoot things like it's Call of Duty, I guess you could pick up Anaros. I still haven't gotten the Prime because I'm missing the Neuroptics. RNG is not on my side for that. Then we have Ivara. He used to love her for stealth content, and I just recently got Ivara Prime. I haven't fully leveled the Prime yet, but yeah, I really like Ivara. She's really good for stealth content. I would argue she's even better than Loki, who I used to play a ton. Then we have Korra, absolute pain in the ass to get, but absolutely worth it. She's super fun character. Nothing really bad to say about her. I guess it's kind of hard to keep energy up if you are a normal player like me who doesn't have a rank 5 arcane energize or something crazy like that, or Protea's dispensary helmet on, because Protea is a pain in the ass to farm too. Then we have Lavos, once again locked behind Syndicate standing. I'm never gonna farm him unless they drop a Lavos Prime. Then we have Limbo. Limbo's pretty fun. He used to be good back in the day, but nowadays he's really annoying and kind of unnecessary to play unless you're trying to do some niche strategy. But yeah, there's a lot better picks you can do nowadays instead of Limbo. I still don't have his Prime version either. I think I'm missing a piece or two. Then we have Loki Prime. This was my go-to almost back in the day because he used to be like one of the coolest characters you could have back in the day. Imagine playing Warframe 5 years ago. Nowhere near as many characters, and someone pulls up to your lobby with a Loki Prime. He was like one of the coolest looking characters back in the day, and I used to love stealth content. I would just run around invisible with bows and stuff. Then we have Mag Prime. She's pretty, Mag Prime is like a decent character. Nothing too crazy about her, but yeah, I definitely would like to like pick her up again and start playing her again, but she's decent. I don't know, nothing really special about her in my opinion. Then we have Mesa. Absolutely love Mesa. She's so fun. I love her alt. Overall, probably one of my top 5 Warframes, I'm not gonna lie. She's really fun for me. Then we have Mirage. I used to play her a ton as a glass cannon character. She was super fun to cheese content with, but nowadays, once again, I feel like there's just better characters over Mirage, but yeah. Then we have Necros. I still don't have the Prime, but he used to be the go-to for farming and survivals. Now he's kind of overshadowed, but then we have Neja. I remember I used to play her a ton. I really liked her kit. She's a really fun character, and she's not bad. So if you want a fun character that's not bad, go watch a video on her, and if you think she looks enjoyable, you will enjoy her. I promise that. Then we have Nidus Prime, another like kind of brain dead tank. He's good, but he's not really fun, in my opinion. Then we have Nova, really good for all content in the game, I'm not gonna lie. There's probably not a mission where you couldn't use a Nova. She can speed up enemies, slow down enemies, increase damage on enemies, very good overall. Then we have Nynx, very boring character. I feel like Nynx Prime is one of the coolest looking characters in the game, but her kit is just so like underwhelming. I don't really know how to describe it, especially since I'm not a video game developer. I don't know how they could fix it, but I think there's just a lot of characters that overshadow her nowadays. Oberon used to be super crazy fun back in the day too. I remember he used his 4 and just nuke the maps. I haven't picked up Oberon Prime since I've returned though, because he is vaulted. And then we have Octavia, and I have Octavia Prime too. As you can see, I think I have the most kills with this Warframe. Super easy to cheese content with, and I remember when she first came out, I thought it was so cool that they finally made a music Warframe. But yeah, she's really good. Protea, super fun. I like her whole kit. The only thing is I'm not really good at shield gating. I don't know how to properly shield gate, so she's super squishy for endgame content, which makes it kind of rough to play her. Then we have Revenant, brain dead tank, super fun. Probably my go-to right now. Just put on the Brahma since I don't have Prime sure-footed yet, and I can walk through missions with ease. Rhino Prime, I never really liked Rhino, but he's another tanky character. He's actually pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. He has like buffs and debuffs and stuff, but I never really liked Rhino. I think it's because he looks really ugly in my opinion, and I want to look good while I'm killing things at least. Saren Prime, I remember back in the day I actually did not use Saren Prime at all. I thought she was like really ass, but now she's really good, and I don't know if it had to do with the damage changes where viral is like the king of all damage now, but yeah, Saren Prime, really good character. Sevagoth, probably the most disappointing character I've ever gotten my hands on. Absolute waste, and I'm not gonna bother putting any material into her because her kit is so underwhelming, and in order to make her good, you have to forma 3 things: her shadow, herself, and her exalted weapon. Absolutely not. That just seems like a forma sync to me and a waste of resources. A character should at least be somewhat decent before you have to dump a bunch of forma into them, but that's my opinion. Then we have Titania Prime, another Warframe that's not really good. The only thing that makes her fun is her little Archwing mode, but yeah, I don't have much to say about her besides like she's not that good. Then we have Trinity. What do y'all know about Trinity? I used to be the support back in the days where there were raids in the game. I have no idea why they removed raids. I think it's honestly pretty messed messed up that they removed raids, if anything, because that used to be like the only end game content in the game. I have no idea. If someone could explain to me why they removed raids or didn't add more, that would make a lot of sense, I guess, or clarify something. I have no idea why they would get rid of that. And then I have Trinity Prime, but once again, another character that's overshadowed unless you're doing like a specific run with a group where you need a Trinity. But yeah, I don't really play her at all anymore because there's no real end game content where you need a support like that. Then we have Valkyrie, another character I used to play a lot when I was a kid. I remember I would use her 4 and just run around the map clawing everything. She used to be really fun. Haven't played her at all since I've come back, and I haven't gotten Valkyrie Prime either. I really want her though, she looks cool. Then we have Vauban, another character who used to cheese defenses for Infested back in the day before they added all these new Infested like the MOAs and all that stuff. All you would do is throw down his Vortex, and then you have the Angstrom back in the day, or the Tonkor, which I know got nerfed, and you would just one-shot the full group and bam, you're on to the next round. Haven't gotten Vauban Prime yet, and I'm not interested in him because it's 7k Oxium to build one piece, which is ridiculously stupid. And then we have Vault Prime, not really interested in him. He's a jack of all trades though. I know he's not bad, but I just don't find him interesting. He seems kind of boring. I feel like there's more fun picks out there, but that's just my opinion once again. Then we have Wisp, super fun character. I'm glad I got my hands on her and put some format into her. The only bad thing I would say is her 4, the big ass sunbeam. It looks cool, but it's useless for end game, but for early game it can still shred things. So if you're early game, don't really worry about it. Then we have Wukong. I remember first when he came out, he was literally complete and utter trash like your Reli is nowadays, but they reworked him and he's supposed to be like one of the best characters in the game, and he's actually the most popular. If you look up the stats, he's the most played character on all platforms, which is pretty insane. Then we have Zaku, and I have to fight the Warframe community on this one because I remember doing my research. Everyone said he was trash, don't get him this, don't get him that. He is super fun. I really enjoy his kit, and I don't know where he gets the hate from. I could see how like he needs like a little fixing here and there, like maybe make the guns he picks up shoot a little farther, but he's a really fun character. This is another character I would say if you go watch a video on him and you think he looks fun, get him, because I promise you he is fun. Do not listen to what these people say about characters. And once again, if you think a character on this list looks fun that I said was trash, don't listen to me. Go play them, because you can make any character good in the game as long as you're willing to put some forma into them. Because once again, Warframe is about like enjoying, since there's no real endgame content right now. Then we have Zephyr. As you can see, I don't have Zephyr Prime. I had the original Zephyr. It's blocked off by my face cam, but I remember I used to play her a lot back in the day. She was really fun because you could just fly around, mess around and stuff. That was me going over my thoughts on all the Warframes as a player that used to play 5 years ago and is just coming back to the game. Once again, let me know your favorite and least favorite character right now, and let me know if you disagree with any of my thoughts on the characters or agree with any of them, like the Ashe alt change, or the fact that Frost is kinda useless nowadays considering all the other characters we have. But if you are new to the channel, want to see more Warframe content from me, horror game content, or the new Battlefield game that's coming out content from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and let me know what else you want me to cover, since once again I offer a perspective no one else can really offer right now, because I did take a 5-year leave from this game. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.